gonna finish. La la
la, wait till I get my money right.
Tupac told me back in the days, you had to get your money right, and then you go to war. So I'm going to war.
Excuse me, was you saying something? You can't tell me nothing.
Y'all finally touched the person that's not going to take it anymore.
You can't tell me nothing.
Okay, can I finish?
Interview adjourned. Peace.
Hey guys, what's up? It is your girl Kelly. I am back with you guys here once again. And if you are new here, guys, I really hope that you'll hit that subscribe button. I would so greatly appreciate y'all. As always, I love the interaction. I love it, and anything you can do, guys. Anything that you can do, scratch my back, I'll scratch yours, okay? That type of energy. So please hit that subscribe button. Please give the video a like if you like it. Leave me a comment. Do it all. I would love that. Thank you so much in advance. And if you're not new and you're returning, thank you. That's great as well. We'd love to see that also, as always. So guys, jumping on here for a quick video, and you'll already know that could mean one of two things. It's either going to be actually quick or not. So it's just the life we're living over here. But I wanted to get into this with you guys. So what are we going to be talking about today? Well, there's some unholy shit going on in the world. We all know this. I'm sure you guys are aware by now of the utter sin that we are living in. And this is a weird time, guys. This is a godless time, and we don't like that. We do not like to see it. And if you haven't noticed in recent years, there's been a growing disdain and just growing all around negativity, I guess you could say, bad feelings, bad vibes being put out towards Christians and Christianity in general. And if we don't know, history lesson here, this is a Christian nation. Like, the United States was built on Christian values, and thank God that it was. That is why we are the country that we once used to be, and hopefully we'll get back to that place. But it is true that this country was built on Christian morals, and it is the reason for our success. And because we are sliding so deep into the utter depths of hell as of recent, maybe the two can be linked. The fact that, like, there's less God and less people go to church, less people believe in God now than they used to. Thus, one could conclude that possibly that, everything, those things might be, interwoven. I don't know. Just a theory that I've got. But I do know that recently, you can not say anything about a certain group of people, they, if you will, I think we can make the inference of what I'm trying to say here, but, you can't say anything about those people and their religion. But if you want to denigrate, and if you want to just utterly insult Christianity and God and even Jesus in general, that is okay. Someone like Sarah Silverman can get on Twitter and go and say that, she would crucify Jesus as a Jew that she is. She would do it all over again, and she has no qualms about that. So that's okay, but you cannot say the word Jewish. So, it seems a little unfair and imbalanced. So I just wanted to go over this story with you guys. This is an older video, and it's an older story, but it just recently came back up into my timeline just the other day, and it angered me. It truly angered me, because if you guys know, if you don't, I'm a Christian. I definitely practice Christianity. I'm more specifically a Catholic. So this offends me, and it does. The growing calls for, like, Christianity to be wiped from this society and from this country in general, it's a little disheartening and alarming, if you ask me. So this article here is from the Post-Millennial, guys, and let's see what they have to say. A woke preacher says Jesus was transgendering himself when he washed his disciples' feet. So, wow, blasphemy much? Okay, weird. Starting off with just straight up blasphemy, that's awesome. So, a woke preacher was speaking at a panel during the summer of 2021 in London, and he mentioned that, in his opinion, Jesus transgendered himself. I don't even like saying these words. This is truly disgusting. Many times in the Bible. Speaking in front of a rainbow-colored altar cloth, the preacher told the panel and his audience that God is queer. Wow. And that we have misinterpreted him throughout the ages due to our heteronormativity. So guys, if you all are wrong. This guy right here, he knows. He is able, him and him alone, have the correct interpretation of the Bible and what Jesus' teachings were. Not all of us who have been practicing our religion for the past 2,000 years. No. He knows better than we do, duh. And he knows better than the Bible, apparently. So that is the short version of the clip. But I want to play for you guys this extended version of the clip. So let's see. I think it's this one right here. Yep, okay.
The one who reveals God. I was really struck by Angela saying earlier that God is queer. And I think
this man
as humans we have a tendency to construct God in our own image.
I'm sorry. He needs to be stripped of those garbs that he is wearing, and he needs to be dipped in holy water for like a long time until he like almost runs out of breath. No violence, of course, we disavow, but he needs he needs an exorcism, if you ask me. But definitely needs to take that robe off, my guy.
Other than to recognize that we are made in the image of God, and therefore the dominant expression of humanity ends up writing itself onto God and making that God. And I think in the story of Jesus, the stories of Jesus' life, we find that being broken down in some quite radical ways, which is then having the knock-on effect of altering the way we understand who God is in relation to humanity. So I think Jesus transgenders himself on a number of occasions.
What does that even mean? What does that even mean? And it's really making me mad. I don't know. I knew this was going to happen when I came on here to make this video. I knew I was just going to get overly angry at this because it's truly disgusting. And it's an insult. And this should not be allowed. Guys, let me know what y'all think down below. I feel like we need to all respect each other's religions. I believe that Christianity and Catholicism in general, and specific, is the true religion. But I'm not going to denigrate or sit up there and, put a yarmulke on my head and go and spew lies about the teachings of holy books in Judaism. Or same thing with, Islam. I would never do that. I would never go up there and try to teach those people who believe in that what their Holy Scriptures say. It's disgusting. It truly is. So why is this okay for Christianity? It's not, and it should not be allowed or accepted. These people who are sitting here and giving this man an audience should have immediately removed him from the stage and put him in a cage as a blaspheme. So that's just my opinion.
I think just a little phrase. Jesus is lamenting over Jerusalem, longing to gather Jerusalem as a mother hen gathers her chicks.
You need to gather yourself.
I think if you look at the foot washing from John's Gospel, foot washing elsewhere in both Old and New Testament, it's consistently done by women, and yet Jesus takes that on. People often cast that as being the servant's role. It was the woman's role.
Okay, so because he washed someone's feet, and because that was typically done by women, that means Jesus is transgender? You're disgusting, my friend. You are sick and demented. Jesus was just a perfect man, and so anything that he did was a perfect act, and it was okay. It was not to be seen as anything other than just an act of utter devotion and kindness from the Son of God. How dare you? How really dare you?
And Jesus does it and becomes the woman at that point.
And
I think we've observed that he's unmarried, he's childless, he defies gender and sexual norms of his day. He's known for associating with those whose own sexual history or gender identity may be ambiguous. So I think in Jesus we've got a revelation of God as encompassing far more than what historically and recently at least Christians have tended to construct God as being. And I think there's a bit of an antidote to heteronormative idolatry in the story of Jesus.
He's disgusting. He is
So if we
disgusting,
think of
and they should have removed him from this stage. Honestly, like that's what should have happened. He should not have been allowed to spew this heresy, just disgustingness. And those people in the audience honestly should have like done more, because it's and he seems like he's full of sin, and it's just he should not be in that place with those ideas and forcing that upon people who are actual believers. Okay, it's just disgusting. So we've seen where this goes, guys. Like, you guys, if you don't know, I did a video that was detailing an event that I went to, a protest actually, that was held at a church, a drag queen bingo. And so this is the type of shit that is going on. You know, our churches, our religion, if you are a Christian, is being infiltrated by people that, you know, are trying to cloak this in like acceptance and inclusivity, and all that's great, I guess, if you, that's what you know, it's not my opinion. I think that there are things, there are beliefs, there are traditions that need to be followed, and it's not to exclude anybody, but if it's not what you believe, if you don't believe in the teachings of the Bible, no one is asking for you to join in our traditions. You can make your own traditions, you can do your own thing, and it's not to say that you should not be included anywhere, like there's no place for you, but it's not in the places that are already built on teachings and on beliefs, and to come in there and just spew your nonsense all over everyone, and just, it's gross. You're offensive at that point. You're more than offensive. So the last thing I want to show you guys, this is the type of shit that can happen to our country if we're not careful and we don't get a hold on this sooner rather than later. Okay, so I'm not going to read the whole article, but this is from the Guardian. Calls grow to disestablish the Church of England as Christians become the minority. So what does that mean, guys? So there was a census that came out in England, and it showed that England is no longer a majority Christian country. So now people are calling on an end to the church's role in parliamentarian and schools, and then there's something else about now these two other cities are majority populations. But yeah, so for the first time in a census, less than half of the population of England and Wales, 27.5 million people describe themselves as Christian, 5.5 fewer than in 2011. So this is the kind of shit that can happen, guys. So now the Church of England is so old. I mean, thousands of years old, worth of history, tradition, and everything. People just have let this go, and it's really sad to see. It truly is. So if we're not careful, this is the type of thing that can happen in our country, and I would hate to see it, honestly. We're on a bad path, straight to hell, and God is not happy. He is not happy with us, guys, so we need to course correct, like sooner rather than later, or else we're going to get things like this. We have a drag queen here, dressed as the Virgin Mary, more blasphemy, in a church, or we're going to have rainbow altars and drag queens reading art stories to kids, and preachers up there on the pulpit talking about transgender Jesus. So it's all just disgusting to me. I really need to go pray about this and just wash myself in holy water, because I feel disgusting after that. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Please, guys, let me know in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Hit that subscribe button on the way out. It's just going to take y'all like 2 seconds, like less than that. Like, boop, that's all it takes. Just boop the thing for me, do the thing, and I will love that for me and for you. And I will see you guys next time. In the meantime, bye.
I'm gonna finish La la.
Wait till I get my money right.
Tupac told me back in the days, you had to get your money right and then you go to war. So I'm going to war.
Excuse me, was you saying something? You can't tell me nothing.
Y'all finally touched the person that's not going to take it anymore.
You can't tell me nothing.
Okay. Can I finish?
Interview adjourned. Peace.